There are places that hold more than walls and wires. They hold moments, miracles, and memories. Hospitals may not speak, but they carry every story we've ever lived. And in Kenya, some of these halls have quietly raised heroes. This is their story. If you want to trace Kenya's cardiology journey, you start here, Kenyatta National Hospital. Established in 1901, has been home to some of the greatest minds in heart surgery. In the 1970s, Professor Peter Amolo Odhiambo became the country's first cardiothoracic surgeon. Alongside Professor Francis Omaswa, they led a revolution, performing over 200 open heart surgeries in just 10 years. Decades later, KNH hasn't slowed down. Between July 2023 and March 2024, over 520 open heart surgeries were done here. Nearly 1,000 cardiothoracic procedures in total. And in April 2025, a milestone. Dr. Naomi Gishara, Dr. Esther Kimani, and Dr. Gladys Njihia, three incredible women, performed the country's first public minimally invasive VSD closure. A life saved, a legacy continued. KNH doesn't just treat hearts, it keeps the country's cardiac spirit alive. What started in 1917 as a cottage hospital is now a national referral powerhouse, affiliated with Moi University. In 2018, it performed its first open heart surgery, the first ever in Western Kenya. The dream grew. With help from Ampoth and Duke, a mobile cath lab was introduced, and by July 2024, a fixed cath lab was in place, the first in the region. 1 year later, in June 2025, MTRH successfully performed its first ever public PCI procedures. 7 lives changed and a new legend born. Our journey now leads us to Mater Hospital, home to a pioneering pediatric cardiac program that began in 1995, with the aim of reshaping access to life-saving care for underprivileged children. At the time, such care was only available overseas. Mater changed that reality. The first procedures, a diagnostic catheterization for a child with tetralogy of Fallot, followed by pulmonary BAV, were carried out by Professor Christine Joey and Professor Philip Bonhoeffer. Shortly after, Mater achieved its first open heart surgery, a complete TOF repair, performed by a visiting team, the late Dr. James Munene and Dr. Rajura as anesthetist. The program's foundation was laid by visionary pioneers like Professor Christine Joey, the late Dr. Celestine Otieno, the late Dr. James Munene, Professor P.A. Odhiambo, and Dr. Rajura. Their combined efforts established Mater as a trusted center for pediatric heart care. The program also runs a strong RHD outreach initiative focused on screening, prevention, and treatment in school children. Activities include primary and secondary screenings, prophylaxis, and referrals for intervention. Through this work, Mater continues to expand access to qualified cardiac care, especially for children who need it most. In the hills of Bomet County, Tenwek Hospital has grown from a small mission facility founded in 1937 into one of Kenya's leading centers for heart care. In 2008, it became the first rural hospital in the country to perform open heart surgery. Since then, it has completed over 2,000 procedures, accounting for nearly half of all corrective heart surgeries in Kenya. In 2024, the hospital took a major leap forward with the opening of the Billy Graham Cardiothoracic Center, featuring 6 theaters, a 39-bed ICU, and a full-time cath lab with capacity for up to 2,000 cardiac procedures every year. Here at Tenwek, plans are underway for robotic heart surgery and one day even heart transplants. As a recognized training center, Tenwek is also raising the next generation of cardiothoracic surgeons, preparing to serve Kenya and the broader region. But at its heart, Tenwek is more than a hospital. It's a mission, grounded in faith and committed to public service. In Nairobi's Parklands sits a hospital that blends precision with prestige, the Aga Khan University Hospital. Since 2007, after unveiling a $3 million cath lab and 3 operating rooms, it's offered 24/7 cardiac services like PCI, pacemaker implants, electrophysiology, and transcatheter valve repair. They pioneered a GCI-certified emergency cardiac protocol, achieving zero in-hospital mortality for acute cases. Through education, accreditation, and global faculty, AKUH continues to raise the bar, not just for Kenya, but the continent. At the forefront of this excellence are these pioneers: Dr. Mohamed Jailan, Dr. Barbara Karau, Dr. Leonard Ngunga, Dr. Etienne Amendezo, and Dr. Sean Del Rossi. Their combined expertise and leadership ensure Aga Khan remains a beacon of cardiac innovation and care in East Africa. Established in 1908 as the Native Civil Servants Hospital and formally inaugurated in 1958, Coast General Teaching and Referral Hospital has long stood as the heartbeat of healthcare in the coastal region. In June 2021, a new chapter opened for the coast. Thanks to Mombasa County and World Bank support, Coast General launched the first public cath lab in the region. It delivers emergency PCI, device implants, structural and pediatric heart procedures. And in October 2022, our mission performed 60 free pediatric heart surgeries right here. The cath lab doesn't just treat, it bridges the coast with the national cardiac story. Powered by people like Dr. Swaleh Misfa, who continue to push boundaries for the region. In Nairobi's Upper Hill stands the Nairobi Hospital, a cornerstone of private healthcare since 1954, opening to all races in 1961 and growing into a regional leader in cardiac care. Its cath lab was redesigned in 2007 with a modern control room, patient recovery area, and soothing interiors. Then in 2023, it unveiled East Africa's first biplane cath lab, offering dual-plane 3D imaging, enhanced precision, and lower radiation exposure. Today, the hospital delivers a full spectrum of heart services like angiography, PCI, BAV, pacemaker implants, IVC filters, and electrophysiology, backed by 24/7 emergency cardiac care. At the helm are leading cardiologists like Dr. Robert Madenge and Dr. Naomi Gashara. As East Africa's first biplane cath lab shines its light in darkness, Nairobi Hospital continues to set the gold standard in cardiac care. At the heart of Nairobi lies a hospital built on care and compassion. MP-SHA began in the 1930s, and since 2015, its cath lab has run full-time with cutting-edge biplane imaging. Led by legends like Dr. Bernard Samia and Dr. Harun Otieno, the hospital now offers a full spectrum of cardiac services, including pediatric and adult cardiology and surgery. Through its Healing Little Hearts program, over 400 children have had life-saving operations. MP-SHA continues to collaborate with other institutions for critical initiatives such as the pacemaker and PCI programs, ensuring more patients across Kenya receive cardiac care they deserve. This is where skill meets soul. The newest on the list, but not less legendary, is Kenyatta University Teaching, Referral and Research Hospital. KUTRRH opened in 2019 and launched its cath lab in 2022. Today, it offers PCI, pacemakers, angiograms, and more using state-of-the-art biplane imaging. The cath lab is integrated with echo, stress testing, Holter monitoring, MRI, CT, and ICU, making it one of the most advanced setups in the region. Its cardiac services are housed in a catheterization laboratory designed to offer advanced diagnostics and life-saving interactions. Here, patients receive ECGs, echocardiograms, pacemaker implants, and percutaneous coronary interventions, all within a public facility built to match international standards. In early 2024, KUTRRH performed one of the country's first non-invasive thoracic endovascular aortic repairs, a complex, high-stakes procedure done with precision and care. It was a milestone, not just for the hospital, but for the Kenya's growing capacity in cardiac medicine. The hospital's cardiac unit is supported by specialists like Dr. David Kanyeki, whose leadership continues to shape advanced heart care at KUTRRH. For a facility this young, it's already making waves, showing what's possible when innovation meets purpose. From Nairobi to Bomet, from Mombasa to Eldoret, they are not just hospitals, they are monuments of courage. They are living proof of what care, commitment, and community can do. And behind each member, each procedure, each cath and suture, there is a legend. Today, we celebrate them, the legends of cardiology.